And we're live. Here you go again with that bullshit, bro. Why are you always doing that? You're gonna get us sued by the Hodge twins, dude.
Who's that? I don't even know who that is.
Lord Keith and Lord Kevin?
Dang.
You know who he is.
No idea. That's my thing right there. That's my trademark. What's going on, guys?
Yeah, welcome back to another episode, guys. Thank you guys very much for all the support. Our last couple ones hit about 100, so I really appreciate that. Thank you guys.
Strong.
So yeah, last week, since I kind of uploaded the common podcast episode that I did with him, I didn't really do a would you rather. So I'm gonna do one from Esteban, which was 7 days ago. He says, would you rather jerk your best friend off to save his life? Can you hold off, bro, until I read it?
I don't know what the second one is, but I'm jerking you off.
All right. Well, there you go. Or get pegged for 5 minutes to save him. So
That's easy.
Yeah. Which one are you doing?
I'm jerking you off, cuz, and you better enjoy it too.
But here's the thing, though. If you have to do it until I come, then you're not saving my life because you're not gonna make me come with your ugly ass.
Bro, here's the thing. You're assuming this because you've only got hand jobs from females. Females don't know how to give hand jobs because they don't have penises.
Peni.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See, I got one, so you know
Wait,
I know how to.
but that makes no sense though, because girls don't have dicks, but they know how to suck a mean ass cock. Is this not facts? So it's a learning thing, right? So you can't assume that they're gonna be bad at it. So I don't think you'll know how to hit my spot because my shit got some curvature to it. You know what I mean? So I'm dead. So I think you gotta take the pegging just to save my life.
You don't have to come though. It just says jerk you off.
So, I guess that would be easier, right? Just one quick stroke, and then you technically jerked me off, right?
You just want to come. Your horny ass.
I mean, yeah, bro. Might as well. You can't just tease me. You can't just grab on my cock and walk away.
Oh yeah, I'm jerking you off. What are you doing?
I guess, bro. If we're going, if we're
Guys, can you believe this guy is gay? Not to say they were all being gay, right?
No, dude. But here, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna do that thing where like, oh, you don't have to come, then of course, I'm gonna do the jerk, right? Because I just gotta do it once and that's it.
Okay, so what if I had to come?
I'm probably, oh fuck. I'm gonna get pegged.
Really?
But here's why. He doesn't specify male or female. So I'll let a girl do it.
So would you let a girl eat your ass? Because you said you wouldn't let.
No, but if it's to save your life, I'd rather do that than grab your dick and make you come. Cause I'm gonna have to look in your eyes and
Well, now I'm gonna have to look at you in the eye and just lose all respect because you got pegged.
You alive because of me? Fuck it.
That's fine.
Right?
Okay.
All right. Well, let us know what you guys would pick. I think most people are probably gonna pick the jerking off, right?
Yeah, I would hope so.
I feel like that would be the more popular answer. And also comment your would you rather so we could feature it in the next episode.
Mm-hmm.
The first topic here is kind of a little bit serious. It kind of raises some questions. North Korea did a missile launch test, and it went over Japan, and the U.S. was forced to respond to this launch, and it sent pilots out there to kind of fire back at some targets. I don't know what that means, but that's what it said. But yeah, to me that's very serious because that's that calls for serious action, and North Korea is obviously not a country that's very level-headed, so it's kind of scary to think that they could potentially start some shit.
Yeah, like that can be a practice run to something that they're planning, whether it be to attack South Korea, whatever it could be, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely alarming. But you mentioned that United States was forced to act
Respond,
on
yeah.
it. Respond as in what? Like,
They sent pilots out there to, I guess it didn't really clarify. It just said they sent fighter jets out there to shoot at a target. I'm guessing maybe the missile. I don't know, but it just said target. So they did something, whatever that something is, but they did something about it.
do you think there will come a point where North Korea will get overthrown by another country?
North Korea.
Yeah.
I hope not, because I think if that were to happen, there'd
World
be
War.
yeah, a world war, man. Because anytime any country gets invaded, it's gonna bring other people into it that are not involved but just want to help or make things right or whatever. So that's why people are so scared about what's going on with in the Ukraine, right? Because we're sending them so much money and so much assistance, right? So
Yeah.
that's why it's kind of scary to think that we're helping them out and it could kind of bite us in the ass because we might have to go into action because of that. And that's something that we forget, though, right? Is that there's actually a war going on right now. And when it happened, it was a big deal, but now it's kind of being looked over, right? Because, your life keeps moving. You forget about stuff.
Yeah. I think like the big issue is not that, because I would assume that most countries don't like what North Korea is doing because no other country does what North Korea does, right? I think that there would be like a war over the
The
land, right?
land.
Like the territory.
Oh, so you
Like,
don't you don't think they would defend them? Just kind of just want their stuff.
yeah, like if there's enemy, let's say like United States was like the main one trying to like overtake North Korea. Obviously, the United States has enemies,
Uh
so
huh.
they're not the enemies aren't gonna want United States stepping out into another territory. It's kind of like, why do you have the right to do that type deal, right? And then what do
Mm-hmm.
you have to gain out of it? Are you going to gain the territory? Like, there is going to be a lot of conflict like that, and probably a strike a World War III, right? Which would be kind of crazy because we have the artillery that we have now can literally destroy the whole planet Earth. So,
Yeah. So
well,
I
I think,
just
right?
I just googled it right now, and North Korea's, I guess, only ally is China, and China's a powerhouse, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's something to watch out for, because we don't want beef with China. China's a very strong country.
Oh, I'll fight China for charity.
I won't. I respect China and everything they do.
You sound like John Cena right now.
He speaks what is it? Mandarin. Yeah.
Does he? Do you know the story, right, behind John Cena and what he did?
He said something to the effect of like he doesn't. I don't know. He said something that offended Chinese people, though, for sure.
Yeah. Well,
What did he say?
he says some pretty crazy stuff all the time, right? How he took out
Saddam or Osama bin Laden. Yeah.
yeah, and he took matters in his own hands, started talking about China, almost started a war.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, man, that's scary stuff. North Korea needs to fucking chill out, bro.
Facts. Like the ruler needs to die is what needs to happen.
Well, that doesn't really matter, right? Because if he dies, his son's gonna be the next guy. It's a whole generation thing, That guy's dad and that guy's dad was a fucking dictator. So
I feel like eventually
one's gonna wise up.
Yeah, wise up or be extremely feminist and kind and loving to other people and realize like, hey man, what we're doing here is just not right.
Well, that you would hope that, right? But we've talked about nature and nurture, right? So if you nurture your son like that, the odds of that happening are very slim.
Well,
So,
I think that nature overrules nurture at the end of the day.
okay. So how
So,
that's what you think?
yeah. I think it's a lot more powerful.
But the nature meaning like the people and the surroundings, right? Not what he learned at
No.
home, or what do you mean by nature then?
I believe that your surroundings are a product of your nurturement, right? Because your environment will change depending on where you live, right? What I think nature is the qualities that you're born with, like the temperaments. If you're a love, if you're a little bit more self-centered, a little bit more selfish, as opposed to kind-hearted, selfless, giving, and all those things, I think that it is all predestined before birth.
Yeah.
And I think that people have to play with their nature to their best abilities. Obviously, nurture plays a role too, but I think nature has a bigger effect on somebody. It's like this. Like you are, I would consider you a very goal centric masculine man. No matter how much people try to make you a feminist and selfless and caring about other people that really doesn't have anything to do with your close initial family, it's not going to work because your nature is very goal centric, can come off as very selfish, and you only care about the people in your close circle. Everybody else pretty much doesn't really matter. No matter how much people try to
Yeah.
get the other side out of you, it's not going to happen.
Yeah. And that's nature, right? That's just how you are.
That's just how
I
you are.
I agree with you with that because you and I have talked about how we know people that will hear about a death about 2 towns over and will cry their eyes out and oh my god, that's so sad, and it's usually women, right?
Yeah,
And then
yep.
they look at us like, right, like isn't that crazy? And we're just kind of like, what do you want to eat? Like, you hungry?
It's like
we don't really give a shit, you know?
it's like people aren't supposed to die.
Yeah, and we don't know them, so why the fuck do I care? You know,
Yeah,
like that type of
sounds-
thing.
Yeah.
Some people think we're bad people for that, but I think it's normal.
I think we need
right?
those type of people.
Yeah,
Imagine if everybody in the world thought that way, nothing would get done. If everybody was sad all the time because somebody died, you'd be sad every single day and nothing would get done in life.
yeah. That's where it's the yin to the yang, right? There's a balance to things.
That's a great way to put it.
But yeah, so we're gonna talk about California next. Something crazy that happened in California, and I know you love when something crazy happens in California because you love shitting on California.
Bro, I love California. What are you talking about?
Nah, dude, nah. You hate California, bro. Be honest.
What? I don't hate California.
All right, well, I hate Texas.
That's fine.
Just so you know. That's it.
That's fine, bro.
All right. Well, anyways, I'm just fucking with you guys. But yeah. So in Central California, a family of 4 was kidnapped. Now, how the hell does that happen? How do 4 individuals get kidnapped? And apparently, it was like during the day or something like that because they yeah, they have a screenshot or a screen grab of the guy that they're looking for in connection to this, and he's like wearing a hoodie. Apparently he's like a bald white guy, and yeah, I mean that's one of the craziest things and they've been missing since Sunday. Today is Tuesday, so it's going on 3 days. Yep. So
how is it like? The thing that really amazes me is like, how is a full family, all kids?
what do you mean?
Like they all got kidnapped, right? So they all have to be kids.
Yeah, your dad jokes are getting better and better as your as your child develops. Your humor worsens. That's hilarious. But no, so I think 2 of them were adults and 2 of them were kids, if I'm correct.
No, but in all seriousness, though, how does a full family get kidnapped? Like, how does that even happen? Like, you said there was a screen grab of one individual. That's all they have so far, right?
Yeah.
How does one guy have enough resources, power to get a family of 4 into, I'm guessing, a vehicle and then, take them wherever they need to go? I think personally, there's a lot more to the story. There had to, because obviously this one guy could not overpower them, even if he wanted to. So I'm thinking maybe he has a power over them
Yeah.
in some way, shape, or form.
Hmm.
And it was almost like they had to go. If not, something worse was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Maybe the dad got caught into some illegal stuff,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And you got to come with us. If not, you're gonna watch your family die in front of you, type stuff, right?
Yeah.
Mafia type stuff.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense to me because to overpower four people in broad daylight is like unheard of, right? You would need like 10 people to do that or some shit. Like it just wouldn't happen normally. So the only thing I could think of is that this guy was into something shady, or the wife was, or whatever. So they probably got threatened, come with us, and that's it. But as far as why they were kidnapped, is not. They have no idea why. There was no ransom. There was no note. There was no calls. There was no nothing. They just never been heard of since Sunday. So yeah, I mean that's crazy, right? Four people, a family, not just four random individuals, but a family. So it's for sure. My question is like, I go immediately into a dark state of mind, and I think like these people are gonna be used for, horrible stuff, like maybe fucking sexual slaves or some shit. Like it still happens, you just don't hear about it. So that's what my mind goes to. But I hope not. I hope they get
Yeah,
free
my
soon.
my my mind goes straight to like torture and smuggling for me. Like right, like when we're talking about it, the thing that was popping in my head is probably like this family is probably like in a super minimal abandoned home, hold against their will, and being tortured in some way, whether it be sexually or beaten up or whatever, getting ready to like just get shipped off while you and I are here talking about the situation. It's so crazy.
Yeah, bro. That's sad, man, because the kids aren't, they're like less than 4 years old. They're like almost infants. So that's horrible to hear. Um, but yeah, so we have an update on the Elon Musk situation. So I don't know if you guys remember, but Elon Musk was supposed to buy Twitter for 4 billion. Was it 44 billion or 4 billion? I think it was
I can't remember.
44 billion. Yeah,
Billion?
I think so.
Holy.
So that was the original price, and then Elon Musk kind of rejected that, and he went back on his deal because he felt that Twitter was not being um, honest with how many bots they had. So yeah,
Yeah,
it was 44,
44
right?
billion.
Yeah, yeah. So after he went back on his deal, Twitter then launched a lawsuit to force him to buy Twitter, right? Which is crazy. You want to force that guy to go through with this part of the deal.
Yeah.
So and then now he's come back around and is like, all right, I'll buy it for 44. You said you
Yeah.
had something to add, but go ahead.
Yeah, so that was interesting because he was like insinuating this earlier throughout the day. 5 hours ago, he tweeted out, and I read this tweet when he initially, because I have his notifications on, and it really didn't make sense. But when you came in here and told me that before the podcast started that he was buying Twitter, it's like, oh, this all makes sense because he tweeted out, buying Twitter is an accelerant to creating X, the everything app. So what I thought when he tweeted this out was that was the initial plan, but obviously since he's not buying Twitter anymore, then that's not the plan anymore. Maybe he's creating a different app. But then you came in here and told me that okay, he is buying Twitter. What he's basically saying here is that buying Twitter is just another way to get everybody to one
One
media,
app.
which one app to which it will be called X.
Wow. So he wants to kind of, I don't know if he wants to combine all medias onto one, or he wants to create his own all into one, right? But either way, the plan is to have everything, your YouTube, your Facebook, your Twitter, everything on one app. Why has no
Yeah.
one thought of that yet? That's crazy.
I
It's
don't think
probably
it'll work.
yeah, right. It's probably really hard to do. But if there's anyone that could do it, it's Elon Musk, and that's for sure, bro. That man sent a car to space, so I'm pretty sure you could do it if anyone can.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a little bit harder for him to get the older folks, right? Like, it's hard for the people to go from Facebook to Instagram. The older folks, right? It's like, does your mom have an Instagram?
No,
My dad doesn't have an Instagram. You know what I mean? Like, they're
my
just
mom
stuck
has
in the.
TikTok though,
Okay.
which is weird, right?
Yeah.
Like out of oh no, wait, she does have a Facebook, but she doesn't really use it. You know what I mean? But she sends me TikToks all damn day, bro. Like she loves TikTok. I think TikTok's
Really?
like
That's
the
interesting.
first one to kind of cuz it's addicting. It's so addicting, and I think that's what got her, right? Is
Yeah.
the constant videos of what she's into. Like
You don't have TikTok, right?
Herbalife shit and shit like that. You know what I mean? No, I don't. I'm one of the few people that doesn't have TikTok.
Yeah. So that's good, bro. I don't like TikTok personally. I use it to promote the podcast. But it's like you said, it's very addicting because it gives you exactly what you want. Very short, quick to the point clips, and then it's on to the next, like so seamlessly.
Yeah.
And the algorithm on there is very good at captivating you and not letting you go.
Mm-hmm.
And I think personally YouTube has the best algorithm, but as far as holding your attention, I think TikTok does it the best.
Oh,
As far as that
100%.
goes.
100%. I
Yeah.
mean, I use the knockoff version of TikTok, which is Instagram Reels.
Reels, yeah.
Yeah, and even that keeps me hooked on there for a while, right? I
Yeah.
always, whenever I'm watching my Reels, my coworkers would be like, "Bro, why are you on Instagram Reels? Go to TikTok." Go to TikTok. It's 10 times better, and they get everything first. So you're watching secondhand shit that was like on there a week ago, And I'm like, I don't give a shit. Like, I don't need to
Yeah, it's
waste more
funny 'cause
time on my phone.
It's funny. That's 100% true. Like some of the memes you send me on IG,
Are old
it's like I had already seen it like a week ago.
on TikTok.
I was like,
The
yeah,
the TikTok
I had
you
already
hate.
seen it. Yeah, because no. A lot of people send me TikToks, bro.
Uh-huh.
I get so many TikTok notifications, like, hey, talk about this on the podcast. Oh, check out this, check out that. That's the only reason why I get on TikTok. Once I finish watching the message, my goal is to exit the app because once I start to scroll, game over, bro. There goes like 20, 30 minutes that I could have, done something productive. So I try not to mess with TikTok too much.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm not getting TikTok anytime soon. But man,
Lazardi says, didn't Elon say that him sending a car to space was a green screen? I didn't know. I didn't hear anything about that.
no, I'm pretty sure that was real. No, I'm pretty sure that was real, bro.
Yeah, I haven't heard that. I don't know, Lazardi.
Yeah, that's the first time I've heard of it potentially being fake. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that was real. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this episode, guys. Thank you guys very much for tuning in again another week. 20 minutes only. We didn't really have topics this time, but make sure to think of some deep ones, like the bullying one we did last week. I really liked that one. I enjoyed that one. And if you guys want to hear a fat shaming story of one of Roger's close friends, he's gonna upload a fat shaming video on his channel, The Common Podcast. It's gonna be in the description as well. Anything else? Anything you want to add or no?
Well, just that by the time you're watching this podcast, that one is already uploaded. So I upload Fridays. Obviously, y'all know the Outlier podcast gets uploaded Saturdays. So if you're watching this, that fat shaming episode is already up. You can check it out. It's in the description, and I appreciate it. Go check out the Instagram too, The Common Podcast. And yeah. Oh, one more thing. Do us a favor and pitch a topic in the comments, right? Because we're over here trying to basically guess what y'all would like to hear, and it's obviously they're obviously topics that we find interesting too, but we would really want to touch on topics that you want to hear, the listeners, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
basically what we're here for. We're trying to entertain, and it'll help us out and go a long ways by y'all just giving us um, suggestions in the comments. That's what the comment sections are for. So do that for us.
All right. Well, thank you guys again, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace out, guys.